I'm Dr. Thompson, Akwo, Ntuba, the Chief Editor of Health and Development Magazine, and we are at the Convention Center, the Gonzales B Convention Center, downtown San Antonio, as part of the 2017 Sun Japan. And I have with me
Jonathan
and and each of you tell me in 1 minute why you're here. Let's start with Jonathan. Why are you attending Sun Japan?
hanging out with friends, meeting new people, cosplaying, and generally having fun.
Oh, beautiful. And you?
I'm here to, dress up, show off, what I've worked on, and meet friends and have fun.
Visit like anime culture, of course hang out with my friends. I haven't been to a convention in a while.
Oh, beautiful. So you like anime culture. What's anime culture? It's Japan culture and it's Japan in San Antonio. So what's the relationship between Japanese culture and the culture of San Antonio, which is predominantly Latino, Hispanic, Mexican?
A lot of people do like watching anime and like stuff about Japan, and it's become like so worldwide that it's like showing off like other cultures and stuff too. So like it doesn't matter where you come from, that everyone can share it. Like they're like first.
Oh, beautiful. What is it about Japanese culture that enhances and improves and empowers your lives?
I just enjoy the work.
Oh, you enjoy?
It goes into everything about it.
Oh, really? What is your predominant culture of faith? Were you born the Japanese, the Hispanic, Mexican, American?
I'm American.
Oh, you're an American? Beautiful. So what is it about the Japanese culture that is influencing the American mainline culture?
Just something different, I guess.
What is it different?
Different aspect of animation, creativity, writing. I don't know.
How many years have you attended? Oh, you said this is your first time, right?
First time attending.
Of San Japan. What would have motivated you? What inspired you to come? Did somebody invite you? Did you read about the San Japan, or you watched some video clip of it somewhere? How did you get to be here?
I've been back for a while. My friends usually come here, but I've never been here before. And it's just hanging out with my friends.
Oh, great. Tell me, were you born Latino? You're Hispanic. So what about the Hispanic food and, that is similar to the
It's
Japanese?
very different.
Oh, different?
Yes.
Have you gone to a Japanese restaurant before?
Yes.
They eat a lot of rice. And the Hispanics eat rice too, right?
Yeah, but it's like different. Like, a lot of the stuff is prepared in a different way, and stuff they have their own way of doing it.
Oh, really? So tell me, maybe you have some Japanese friends who are girls or ladies and...
I have a guy.
Oh, really? How has that person influenced you?
It's like more open to like their culture and the way that they live life with their aspects.
Really? Did you attend the last San Japan last year? What are you expecting to find different from last year in this San Japan 2017?
A lot more people.
A lot more people? And so a lot more people, how does that make any difference?
A lot more people, they bring in, like, they all have different likes and dislikes, it's just, they bring in different stuff to eat and think.
Tell me a little bit about, predominantly young people are here, young adults and so, and they have issues which they are dealing with every day. You may have heard of the flooding, Hurricane Harvey and all of that. And so what message are you sending to the people, young people in Houston, in Corpus Christi, in Rockport who are suffering, and you are in San Japan maybe enjoying? What message do you have for them? Oh, you don't know? What about you?
I feel bad for them. It's not their fault it happened, but they could have disregarded the mayor and the townspeople and just evacuated. They had shelters in San Antonio that I believe were free
Yeah, he
to
buzzed
stay
a lot of
in.
people here too.
Yeah, there was a lot of influx of people coming through.
So you think that some of the mishaps are because people refuse to listen to the advice of their mayor and their leaders, right? What would you say to those young ladies, in Houston, in Rockport, and Corpus Christi who suffered from the hurricane? What message you have for them?
Yeah, I feel horrible, but like
Japan is one of those countries that have had a number of disasters themselves, and the people have shown resilience and all of that. Have you watched any movie or any Japanese anime that tries to show how Japanese people struggle through these disasters and come up strong? No? What about you?
No.
No? What about you? Seen any? Finally, I want us to talk a bit about anime. Most of these things are coming into America, and they seem to be like infiltrating American Hollywood and a lot of related things which should threaten people. Don't you feel that Japan is coming to take over and is forcing Japanese animation and fame and all of that into America, and it may begin to displace some of what is unique to you? Are you not threatened by all of this?
No.
Or you think
No,
it's...
because everyone can like, I mean, just like everyone likes our stuff, you can like other people's stuff too at the same time.
So you choose and you mix.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. What about you?
Yeah, at the same time, there's American culture going to every other country
Oh, really?
as well.
So you don't mind Japan bringing its culture here? What about you?
Well, I don't feel ready because like there are people that are against it, but like people in Japan do like American culture and other culture too. So like just mixing the cultures, I don't think that's that bad. As long as it's great.
Finally, I would say, starting with you, lady, what one thing would you say is positive about Trump and relationship with the world? Here you're talking about the foreign country, Japan, right? And let's talk about American relationship with people of other countries. What is it good that you think the president is doing, especially when he passed the immigration law that bans people from certain countries? Would that be Japanese and their culture? So tell me a bit about your feelings and your attitude and thinking in that respect.
I do think that we need to open our mind up to other cultures and like experience ourselves to other places, but at the same time just don't feel threatened by them. But there is other ways of going about it than just completely shutting off the whole place for just a few people.
So actually, if we are going to have a positive relationship with the Japanese, what would you say should be some of the things that government should do?
Just influence culture like both ways. Like put our culture to them, their culture to us. Like just keep an open mind about it in like both aspects.
To you, my dear brother, the Japanese are very friendly people, some people think, but you may have heard of Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and the bombing of all of that. We are beginning to see a lot of threat with North Korea and President Trump saying that everything is on the table. So from, you're here because you like Japan. This is all about Japan and anime and all of that. And let us look at the experience of America going there to bomb, the Japanese. If that experience was going to be used as a foundation of going to North Korea, what would you say? Would you advise America to go out there and bomb the shit out of them, or what should they do, since you are here, a man that promotes other countries like Japan and their culture? What would you say to the president?
I try and stay away from politics, but I do know what Trump is dealing with North Korea, and it doesn't look very good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, North Korea just launched a missile above Japan the other day, and I think we need to push North Korea harder into economic disarray, so they stop having to make missiles and actually feed their people, otherwise they're going to die.
So what is it about the Japanese that they have been doing which you can use to advise North Korea in order to have a peaceful world? What is it about the Japanese culture, the things Japan has been doing which you like, which you want to advise North Koreans to, copy and follow for a peaceful world?
I don't believe there's any correlation between Japan and North Korea.
Oh, really?
It's just me.
Oh, really? Okay. What do you think?
Well, a lot of people from Japan and stuff, they're more like out there, they're more open, like accepting and stuff, and instead of being, closed-minded and stuff, they're more out, like, it's more peaceful and stuff when you see it through another person's perspective.
What do you think should be done in order to improve relationship between America and Japan and then other countries in Asia?
Well, it's a tough one because I know there's a lot of closed-minded people that don't like change, and there's some people in Japan that don't like change. So first, I can say we gotta learn to accept each other first and get on common ground.
Finally, what would you say to the Japanese who are Japanese Americans and they are in San Japan and they will feel that everything in America should now be Japanese? What would you say to them?
That would be a loss of another culture, so it seems pretty bad. Then we're just losing history at that point.
Finally, to my left, the lady. There are lots of issues, as we said, going on, things that young ladies are struggling. A lot of them are coming to meet friends and network, and you know, like you said, one of the reasons why you came again this year is because of the volume of people who are going to be here. So what is it you are going to tell your friends who are coming here? Many of them are coming with problems from home, you know. There's HIV, there is drugs, you know, there is kidnapping of women, you know, there's sex trade and all of these things which happen to young ladies. So what are you going to say to these young ladies around here, on, like advice on how to get away from these problems?
Just stand up for yourself. Always come prepared. Like, keep your eyes open for like certain situations and stuff. Like, just, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Thank you.